Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in, Storm Run. How's it going? You're doing well. You have food poisoning. Oh no, for 2 days? Better now? Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, that sounds miserable. I think I got food poisoning once while in this apartment. I think it was like the one time I got food poisoning. And or it was like a stomach flu. I don't know if it's the viral one or like the eating one. There's different ones. But yeah, it was like bad for a day and then it was fine. And then I was like, oh, completely fine. So yeah. But I'm glad you're feeling better. So, yay. It is Tuesday. We've made it past the Monday, which is great. We haven't gone far, but you know, it's a start. I'm already trying to figure out what the hell Sunday's video is going to be, because I don't have a plan still of any kind. I did release a bonus video today, though. You know, a little bonus, different video, a talking head kind video about not getting burnt out and keeping motivation. And I have YouTube Shorts, you know, queued up for the next 2 days. And as for an actual video, still figuring that out. Hey, you guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy 2 year. Thanks again. You're trying to tell me yesterday you made a game studio? Crystallium Studios was you? Oh, really? Oh, hold on. When you say you made a game studio, do you mean you just like an actual studio? Like, or like you got like the name? Either way, that's a great first step. So, good job. He got the name. Almost a game. Got it. I'm gonna be the nameless studio. I'll just be nameless. The lazy studio. Oh, that's better. The lazy studio. That seems like it fits me better. But yeah, if you guys have ideas for videos for Sunday, let me know. I don't promise I'll do it, but you know, always take suggestions. You could see that in the opening of the game. But very exciting. Hey, Blue Sneaker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What are you looking for as a theme? For what? The Sunday video? PCG? As long as that's PCG, more or less, that's... What would be a theme? There's no theme. A theme is I'm making a PCG tutorial that uses PCG in some way. What it is, and then besides that, I don't know. Beginner, advanced, pitfalls? Look, if you got suggestions, you just tell me. I'm genuinely out of stuff. So, you know, I'll take anything. I mean, I'll probably think of something by Sunday, but usually do. Well, I usually always do, but I never like thinking about what it is I want to make. Yeah. Lights, can you think of PCG and Niagara particles? What do you mean lights? I have a video on using lights and spawning basically points basically from a light. It's really cool. PCG, I don't know how you use PCG with Niagara. That's something I have not looked into. I should look into that. What would that do? Just spawn Niagara? You can already spawn Niagara. It can't be just spawning of Niagara with PCG. Because you can already do that by just spawning an actor that has Niagara in it. HLSL, I don't know HLSL. I can't help with that one. So there has to be something special about the Niagara particle stuff. I just don't know what it is. But that is something. That is definitely something. Yeah. I'll figure something out. You know, I got time. I got time. Right. Yesterday, now I remember. Now that I'm looking at this, I remember. So yesterday, we decided we're gonna change and rework an entire ability. So in the past, we used to have block, which we no longer have. So we can no longer reflect a projectile. So instead of reflecting a projectile, we're now setting up a way of when hitting a projectile, it will divert the projectile back at the attacker. So that's what we're gonna be setting up today, which sounds cool. Like, so yeah, that's what we're working on today. We'll see how it goes. You know, we'll see how it goes. We do have the ability already to check whether or not we're getting hit by it. Like a force field? No, more like a baseball bat hitting a baseball. The baseball is the projectile being thrown at your face, and you punt it back at the at them. Materials, texture, RVT / Niagara and PCG. Materials, texture. The material stuff is all RVT. And that's all runtime stuff, which needs HLSL, which is the most annoying thing in the world. Why does it need HLSL? I don't get it, but it does. And so I'm SOL. Yeah, all the GPU stuff is all runtime. That's all needs HLSL. Why? I don't know. I don't know why it needs HLSL, but you need to like code your own stuff to use it. So it's your jam. Yeah, I don't know it at all. I don't know HLSL. So the thing is, like, I don't know it to the point where I don't even know what I would search in like ChatGPT or anything of like, what do I search for? Because I don't even know what it requires to get it to work. And because there's no documentation, I'm like, oh yeah, here's what you do. Here's a basic setup. Here's like XYZ. Yeah, I'm just a little SOL. Yeah. But, you know, I even though I'm saying I can't do it, I am, you know, making somewhat mental notes that yes, people are interested in it. Just so the heads up. They're going to need also in here. Well, I'm also going to need to know the current attack info. Because we need to know the information about the attack. Kind of important. Why am I like reaching across my desk? I just moved the freaking keyboard closer. I question myself so much all the time. Oh man, today at work, I had to, for the first time, pretty much ever, I was working with an HDR texture. And I needed to add color controls to it. And for the life of me, I could not figure out how to, like, do exposure controls, basically. How do I make it, like, darker or brighter? Even though I have an HDR texture. Like, multiply didn't work. Nothing worked because it just made, like, all the, like, the peak whites would just all flatten together. And I tried, like, everything. I found a new node. I found everything. Like, couldn't get it to work. And then a little bit later, I realized that I had a freaking saturate node plugged in. And so I was clamping the HDR to 0 to 1 before doing all my calculations, which normally in a texture is good when it clamps things. But not when it's HDR, it's supposed to be outside of the 0 to 1 range. That's a bad idea. So I facepalmed on myself a little bit there. It's, you know, even in work, not just on the stream, I'm not very smart. Is the point I'm making. Hey, Chester, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What would you rename Tuesday as? Would Procedural Minds Day be too narcissistic? Asking for a friend. Second, oh my god, yes. Can we rename it to Second Monday or Still Not Friday? Oh. Yeah, that's probably honestly that's kind of the best option. He has to go with Burrito Tuesday or Burritos. Well, it has to be a B then. It's Taco Tuesday. You can also have Taco Thursday, right? So we can just move Taco Tuesdays to Thursdays. The point is they're TT. So so for work with burritos, it would need to be a B, right? The word has to start with a B. It always has to end with the word day. Bad day. We can rename it to Bad Day Burrito, which sounds great. It's bad because it's a Tuesday. It's still the beginning of the week. It's not as terrible as Monday, but it's still a bad day. We'll go with Bad Day. Bad Day Burritos. That right there. Perfect. Can we rename it now so we can get burritos? Burrito Bad Day. I think Bad Day Burritos. I think that's you gotta go that way. Bad Day Burritos. I know it's Taco Tuesday instead of Tuesday Tacos, but I think it sounds better as Bad Day Burritos. how do I... How do I do this? The best way is probably to... kill the projectile. I can kill the projectile and then spawn a new projectile. How do I detect the angle? It's got Monday, bad day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh yeah. We can still have, we can have just Taco Thursdays, right? We just moved Taco Tuesdays to Thursdays. Now you might be wondering, why don't we just make like Thursday a bad day? But Thursday's not bad, it's Thursday. It has to be Tuesday. Tuesday is the day. Wednesday's hump day. Friday is a fun day. No, the only option is Tuesday. Yeah. We gotta replace it. It has to happen. You've been sleeping since Sunday? Wait, what do you mean? Why are you not shooting again? Excuse me? Okay, what the hell's going on? I changed this. I changed this yesterday. Hold on a second. Projectile. Mushroom. Save. Close. Open. Still mushroom. Okay? I'm going to restart Unreal. What is going on? From that sickness was going nothing but sleeping mostly? Ah, that's what you mean. Okay. Gonna wait for things to open. I'm gonna open this. Look here. It's back. Excuse me? Can I just ask, what the shit? Can I just ask, what the shit? What if I rename it to something different? _3. It's never 3, it's _3. It's a different name, okay? We've renamed it to something different. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna reopen it. And it better be stuck on projectile. Those things in memory, sometimes forgets to overwrite it. You have those issues? That's a bad issue. I don't like it. No, it's back. It didn't care. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? I did that. Okay. Back to projectile. Mushroom. Change the name back. Shouldn't matter. Save. I'll even play. Guess we can kill the projectile also, which is great. But let's see if it stays now. Let's see if it stays, because this is a kind of a problem. It's a tiny bit of a problem. Okay, it has stayed this time. Okay, this time it has stayed. Hey Terry, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So, if we change another enemy, are we gonna be fine? So if we set, not you, here. Oh, that's, I didn't mean to open you, I meant to open you. If we change you now, oh, this one's fine. Why did the mushroom get reset? Is Zorla fine? Zorla's only the actual mob I was using for testing was broken, because it just felt like showing me the middle finger, I think. It was like, you know what? No testing for you. Okay, well, we now have destroy actor, so I think it, right, we tested it, it worked, I believe. You missed. Shoot me, please. So you tested enough? Yeah. Okay, good. Why do I have an error? Trying to read a real property, other actor. In the return of where? Of... Is actor with an angle? Where am I calling this? Why is this doing anything? Oh, I know why. It's because... Well, here it goes here. It shouldn't be adding it to the hit actors. Here it should be fine, because it's it's before that happens, which is down here. And then the other time is here. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm deleting it while it's going through the loop, which is bad. Don't do that. So what we need to do is here. just add this to an array. Please. Off of false. Wait, why is that bad, deleting it from within the loop? Because when you delete something in a loop, it messes with the loop. Right? The arrays change. If you go 1, 2, 3, you delete number 3, your 4 is now 3, your 5 is now 4, and so you're now, right? So you should, if you want to run a loop and delete something, there's a reverse for each loop, which starts at the last index and then goes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, in that order. Then you could delete with this. The reverse for each loop. There's no reverse for loop, like a regular for loop that's reverse. But if you do even for each, that's how you delete things. Then you don't run into the problem. So here we just do a reverse for each loop. And then here we do a delete. All right, so it deletes the last index first, and then we continue on. So let's see if that solves our problems. Got deleted. Not in this case. Why? Attempt to access it, but it's already pending kill? Wait, what? How's it already pending kill? Okay. Oh. No, this should be fine. I'll add a check just to make sure, I guess. How's it pending kill already? Oh, don't worry, I make poor decisions too. Yeah, now no issues. Okay. So we're able to delete it. Obviously, we won't be doing this just like randomly. So what I'm going to do is actually do one of these. So I can just clean this up a little bit.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So we can do a check later. It'll be easier. I think in this scenario, where I'm not changing the array that's being on the for loop, it wouldn't have been a problem. But here it would be a problem if I had multiple projectiles I hit. So this is going to delete the projectile, but I also need to then spawn a new projectile back to the target from the position of the old projectile to make it look like it's being hit back, which we don't have a setup for, so we need to add a setup for that. We doing lots of custom stuff. It's gonna be good. Good. It's gonna look cool in the end. Hopefully. So much fun. It is. Because it's so satisfying, you know, at the end when you see it. What about object pools? What about them? What about objects? Am I using one? Is an object pool something specific? I don't know. What is an object pool? Yes, it's objects to something specific. I thought it was like just another way of saying like an array of objects. What is an object pool? I'm probably not using them based on the fact that I don't know about them. But who knows? Maybe I am. That was an object created at runtime but never destroyed? Oh, I've heard of that. That sounds like such a headache to set up when you have potentially all sorts of different projectiles of all sorts of types. That sounds like a headache. I've heard about that. But no one gave me a number in terms of how much more better, like how much better it is. Like in real world performance, what is the difference? I don't need to spawn like thousands of projectiles. But you can still spawn. If you run into FPS issues, give us a call. I bet you if I run into FPS issue, it won't be because of that. That would not be the reason why I run into FPS issues. That one thing. It could be. But for some reason I doubt it. It might be just like a slight problem. Like, yeah, you can performance it down, but so here where am I using attack info? I'm getting the attack info projectile, so I'll be able to get the projectile here. We're no longer using the reflect projectile thing, so I can just remove that. We just go with get B here. Oh no, this one I would need because this is a calculation. So no, this is correct. This is correct. I don't want to touch that. Here, I think we keep that. So actually what we need to do is here, we need to make sure it is set to reflect projectile. But I need I don't think I'm going to need this actually. What is the problem though is I don't want to execute. You know what the problem is? I don't want to execute projectile attack. I just want to do this. Oh, actually, no. I do want to do that. No, I do want the rest. I do want the rest. Brother, that blueprint is glorious. Which one? This one? I have a lot of blueprints. I don't know which one you referred to. Performance gains come at the cost of simplicity, unless it's a paradigm shift to knowledge. Performance gains come in the cost of simplicity. Not necessarily. Sometimes the simple version is just more performant. It's just a lot of times you might not know the simple version. Like if you want to shoot a projectile in an arc, like lobbing a grenade, right? You can do a lot of complex math to do that. Or you can do subject projectile velocity on a moving target and get a single node and then do a launch character and then or set velocity and you're done. Right? Sometimes simplicity is all you need. It's just a matter of knowing the simplicity. Not always, but sometimes. If we're just bouncing the projectile back, couldn't you just reuse the one you have instead of deleting it? So the problem with bouncing it back, and I would love to do just bounce it back, is if it's a homing projectile, I need to then home back on an enemy that is different. It needs to change its damage dealer. It needs to change this damage. It needs to... few things it needs to do, basically. So it's not as simple. That do nothing? Oh, hold on a sec. I think I know what's going on. No, it's pretty hello. Why it spawn nothing? You just shot in a completely wrong direction. Okay. With the current attack info, break you. Projectile. Is it not passing through the projectile? What's the problem? Oh. It doesn't have a project. Excuse me? What do you mean it doesn't have a projectile? Oh, because I'm passing through the current attacks information, not what I just hit. Right. Because this is the current this is my melee attack, not the projectile. So what I need then is to here. I'm gonna do a sequence. I'm gonna do this first. Then we'll do the destroy. And here we can do get class. We're gonna go. Oh, can I? God damn it. Because this is an actor, not a... Okay, we're gonna change some stuff then. So in here, return projectile is just to be, I'm gonna change this. Actually, I'm just gonna add a new one. Get projectile class. Output is just going to be the class reference. So you can see what I'm doing. So then here, get projectile class, gets class. No. Gets reference to self. Gets class. That's the one I want. Okay. So now we have a reference to the class, and then here you do get projectile class. And then this is going to go into the store projectile. It's going to go here. I don't need the attack information sent through. The damage should be on the projectile already. So I don't think I need to do anything there. So it needs to be a reflect projectile. So that means here, the whole thing there I deleted, I need it back. Yeah, it's a reflect projectile. You know, the whole thing I deleted that I didn't think I needed anymore. Yeah, we're gonna reuse it. Get stored projectile. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I just shot his projectile from me, but a couple of things, right? It spawned it at my location. Can you please just attack? Stop moving around and attack. Right? So that's working. But we need to change things. So we need to have the get actor location inside of here. So everywhere we use get actor location, we need to potentially have an override, which is here, and so we ignore this. I'm getting rid of this. Don't need it. No, I'll keep it for now. So that's the only place. So we need another input here. This is going to be override starting location. Which is gonna be a Boolean, and then another one gonna be starting location. It's gonna be a vector. I don't like the fact that there's so much stuff in here, but it is what it is for now. I might clean it up at some point. So the new starting location needs to be where it was hit. Like where it was destroyed from, or about to be destroyed from. So here we just do get actor location. That's the new starting location. It is the overriding starting location. Yep. And then I think that's gonna be all here. So then we need to set up the new starting location. So back here, this whole positioning, start offset, all of that stuff doesn't matter if we have an override. If this is on, then we do something else. If this is not on, then we do this. New starting location. That is misspelled. Good job, me. Location, please. Okay, so now it should use the location where it was hit from to spawn it. Now, the forward vector it's going to use the forward vector if it's multi-directional, so I probably will make use of that. And we'll see. Okay, there, that was good. Yes, so that's working. Okay. It hit me, but I also hit it at the same time. How's this gonna work with? Is it gonna work for projectiles? I think it might. No, I don't. It should be. Can you stop walking around and shoot me? Oh my god. For the love of God. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so the projectile one we're gonna need to figure out. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's fine. One thing at a time. So now we also need to change the forward vector to be based off of my location facing the enemy. Because we need to get, I wanted to attack back at the enemy that shot it. Or I could just go get the forward vector of the projectile and get the reverse. That's easier. That I think will be easier. So here we do get actor forward vector. Over. So if I just multiply this by -1, -1, so we have the X and the Y flip, but I don't want it to go different in the Z. I mean, I guess Do I care about this? I think the problem also is with that projectile specifically is going to be the fact that it's being shot over. But it'll probably be okay. I'll just put all -1. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So, theoretically, you shoot me eventually, and then I knock it back in his face. Problem is, it's going too high. Oh, there we go. Hey, he got hit. It worked. Oh, no, he didn't get hit. He didn't get hit by his own thing, did he? He got hit by me. Okay, I'm starting to think the whole lobbing mechanic I just need to get rid of. And I just have these be regular straight projectiles. It'll just make my life so much easier if they weren't arced projectiles. Right, it's too much. Okay. Let's go to projectile. Where is the mushroom? Projectile. If I change this to BP projectile, I need to be. Where's the straight one? Hold on. Particle straight base. Yes, reparent it. It is going to complain because now we have a. Actually, you know what? No. Keep the base that you have because this one has things we need, like the sprite and stuff. Does it? Hold on. No, this doesn't have the sprite. Where's the sprite? Oh, there's the flip book. Yeah, so yeah, this has the flip book. So I don't want to do this. So what we want to do is just do you. I don't need to spawn the emitter. So, do I really need to do anything then? Actually? Scale 3D, I do want to keep. Sprite explosion, I do want. I think the only thing that's the problem is the velocity. But I think if I remove the velocity, that's going to be a problem, right? Let's find out. No! No, it's not. The scale is wrong. How's the scale wrong? What happened to the scale? What happened? What happened to the scale? Oh, let me just undo a little bit. Just say, hold on. Are we back to being normal? Yeah, please attack me. Now, why are you tiny? Why is it tiny? What happened? What? How? I wasn't changing scale. I wasn't changing scale. What happened? Oh. Projectile settings. How is it tiny now? What? Why is it tiny now? I mean, that is correct inside the box. I love it when things just change without me trying to change them. It's so great. Yeah. Scale here. 111. If this is the same tiny one, then I have questions. It is. It is the same tiny one. How has it always been so tiny? But in actuality has displayed a larger one? What black magic has been going on behind the scenes to make it the way it is? Because this just makes sense. The way it is now makes sense. And that's a problem. Because it shouldn't make sense. Okay.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Gotta love. Oh, there we go. That's why why is he shooting over my head? Why did he just shoot over my head? Oh, now he's fine. Okay, I think we're okay. No, we're not okay. Why is he shooting up? Okay, I need to check the forward vectors or the vector speeds. I need to remove the z-axis. On the projectiles. It's cool. The lobbing thing is cool, but you can't even tell visually that's happening. So yeah, We're going with straight projectiles, but we need to make it properly straight. Where is it getting the arc? It's probably getting the arc from... Oh, wait, this was still turned on. Oops. That's why it was still lobbing it. Okay, now it's not supposed to be lobbing it anymore. Hold on. I forgot to detach. There, okay, there we go. No, it's fine. Why are you doing 4.95 damage? Why is it 4.95? Why is it not 5 damage? Well, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Let me see if I can return the projectile, though. Okay, it returned, but it dealt 0 damage. Okay. So... why are you doing 0 damage? Here. Is it because it's not taking... oh, it has projectile damage being 0. Is it because here, if it's a reflect projectile, oh, it's taking this times the damage of the character's weapon, which is wrong. I don't want it to be based off the character's weapon. I want it to be based off the original attack's information, which means I need to pass through the information. So this needs to be different now. So we're never gonna pick A here. We're gonna need this, we're gonna need that. So that's all fine. But if it is a reflect projectile, then it's not going to be based off the character's damage. So it should take the input's projectile damage. Am I using that somewhere? Hold on. Projectile damage. It's only being used as an input, but it's not actually being used past that. I'm not using that anywhere. I am on the overriding. Well, hold on. I'm overriding it here, but I'm not using it afterwards. So what the hell's the point? Wait. What? If it's reflect projectile, then we need to get projectile damage. Take this. Reflection projectile. What's the... This is variable 1 is how much it is doing. Okay, so take you, divide by 100, multiply it by the projectile damage. That is the damage that we should be doing with this projectile. Now, again, I have a projectile damage here, but I'm not using it. I'm getting it from the attack info. Okay, I'll ignore it for now. Have a good one, Terry. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night's rest. Good night's rest. So the reflect for set of projectile damage. This is going to be specifically override projectile damage. I have a feeling that I used that somewhere before and I just removed it at some point. So what we need to do is here we need to know the damage of the projectile, which we should be able to get, right? Well, no, we can't get current attack information. We should be able to get the projectile's attack information because it should have been set on it. So instead of get projectile class, this is going to get projectile info, and this is also going to return the damage. So then we get the damage, pass that through, and then here we can put the damage into the override projectile damage. See, now I wish it was above. So let's reorganize that just for or I'll just move the store projectile down. Store projectile down. So all of this is for what we need. Well, directional here, and then the rest is reflect projectile needs to go down as well. There you go. A little more organized. Just tad, you know, tad. So we're just overwriting the starting location. Which should be next to the override starting location option. Store projectile. Reflect projectile. Yeah, okay. Now I think we're organized. So here now, this looks better. So let's see if this works. Let's see what we get. Well, it's going to do 0 because I don't have the power up. So once I get the power up, which is now looking for, the reflect. I forget the picture for the reflect projectiles one. Mirror rocket, there it is. So if I grab this, it's doing the same damage, 4.95. And if I grabbed it and got the 50% one, it should be doing half of that. Now we'll investigate why the hell it's doing 4.95 instead of 5, but that is working. That is working really well. Okay. So now we're returning the projectile, or at least with melee for now. And it's destroying the secondary one, which is great. There's a slight cleanup on this. This can probably be now converted to a float of a -1. Because it's straight up, straight along, it's not up and down. I believe we should be able to just get away with this. Yep. That worked really well. I don't know why. Did I just shoot 2? Well, there are 2 projectiles there. Oh, hold on, what's going on there? Oh, hold on. What? Hold on. I think what's happening is I spawn a projectile mid-swing. It continues the swing, tracing my own projectile, triggering itself. So here we need to check this, the projectile, yes, but we also need to find out if the owner is not us, because that's kind of important. So what we can do is in the get projectile info, we just get owner, or I guess the yeah, owner's fine. Just adding a owner variable in here. And then we can do, right, we can reuse this. Only if owner is not equal to self. As long as this is true, then we do the rest. Then we do the rest. So theoretically now, that should work. Okay. Oh, it helps if I plug in a target. Just don't worry about it. I removed the freaking thing, put it back. Such is life. Okay. Now, shoot me. That didn't work at all. What happened? Oh. Not equal. I think I said the word's not equal, but I made it equal. Yes, okay. Obviously the damage he took from... Yeah. Oh, excellent. And this should work also on the basic attack. Technically, it should also work on this. What just happened? Oh. Wait, what? Is it... What? Excuse me? How? How? This is a local variable. Right? Yeah, it's a local variable. This should be clear every time it passes through here. I'm doing this on complete. How is it possible for it to maintain the information to send that through? What is it doing? Okay, we got the mushroom arc. Now hold on. Whoa, 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 what am I hitting there? Oh, I'm hitting... How did I hit him and get... You know what? I have a better solution to this. We're just gonna go to Edit, Project Settings, Collisions. Where are all the collisions? Is it not collisions? What's it called? It is collisions, right? Object types. Oh, what is it called? Hold on. Engine collision. Here, this is what we wanted. Object channels. Okay. I need a new object channel for hit projectile or like impacted projectile. The question for that I need to check though is, can I, in my setup, I can only trace one channel though. God damn it. So wait, does he have the interface? No, he does not have the interface. He doesn't have the projectile interface. So what is going on? Because oh, did I close the one I needed? Oops. There you go. So here. We check if it implements does not. Oh, yeah. If it does not implement the, it should go here. Yeah. It should go here if it does not. So he should go here. But it was reading the projectile. How is it reading the projectile? What black magic is this? Right, that makes sense. What black magic is it when I do the big attack? But not always. What is good? Okay, well, what? It was going so well. It was going so well. What happened? How are we? How are we where we are? Let's find out what the owner is. But it did not print the owner. Wait. Oh. Hold on. Did I not plug it in? Oh my god. Just plug that in. Just you know, just normal me stuff of not plugging things in. Yeah. Okay. Shoot me again. Please shoot me again. Okay. Okay, that was good. We did not like attack again with another projectile. Okay. That technically worked to shoot it back. Why did it work while I was charging? I mean, I don't mind that one, honestly. Okay, what happened? Oof. What? It was perfect until the last moment. How did I... Hey, Cluster, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I missed. Great, glad to hear it. See, it's not... What? What? Why did he get explosions at him? I want to understand. I want to understand. Okay. Let's do a print string here. Okay. Let's make it yellow. When this triggers, it means we're firing a projectile. I want to see if this fires. Why is that triggered twice? It triggers twice. Okay. We don't want to trigger twice. So instead of add here, we're going to do add unique. Because it seems like it might be adding 2. Just, you know, bad. And then here, we can do a print string now here to figure out if this is firing when we shouldn't. I'm like, you keep deleting prints. I know, I'm the worst at that. I am definitely the worst at that. Okay, so it printed 1. I need to now trigger a projectile when I don't want to. There. What? How? Okay. So it printed hello, which it makes sense because it shoots the projectile. Is the projectile somehow not being destroyed? What if the projectile is not being destroyed? I know I just deleted the print string. I'm aware. But I meant to. What if... I turn off hidden in game. Because that way, if it's still around, then at least we'll see the projectile frame. What if somehow... Well, there's a problem. Well, that's what's happening. I mean, I don't know how I'm still why, but this is definitely a bug. Okay. Question is why?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I have destroy actor pretty much everywhere. Why is it not being destroyed? Destroy actor, destroy actor, destroy actor. There's no path they can take that is not destroy actor. It all leads to destroy actor. Why is destroy actor not working? Well, it's failing when it gets to the end, isn't it? It's not when it hit... No, it's when it hit an enemy, too. Or like when it hit me as well, right? It's not just like when it runs out. Can you please attack me? Please? Oh my god. This guy refuses to attack. Thank you. No, it hit me. It's still there. Okay. What's going on? Not overlap and a piercing shot. So should go here. It should then it should go here. Right? Hold on. We're in here. True. Oh, it's true. It is. Oh, it's not an overlap and appear. Yeah, so it's true. So it's gonna have a delay, and then should destroy actor. The delay is a death delay. Do I have a death delay on the freaking explosion? On hit effect? I'm not overwriting anything here. Okay. On hit effect, I am... Oh. I think I found why it's not... Why it's not... So this is also not... Oh, that's why. Because this is supposed to trigger it. And this is failing. So that's why. This is correct. Because I don't want this to destroy it. I want this to destroy it. But this is not destroying it. Why? If this is equal to the length of the flipbook in frames minus 1... and explosion is on. Oh, but I no longer have explosion is on because we removed that. Did we? No, explosion turns on here. No, this is all still working. No, it was not delay. It was not the delay. This is a problem. I think this is not firing. If I do a print string here, this will probably never print true. I think it did print true though. Wait. Wait, did I just see a change? No, it never changed. So it is never true. Let's do, first of all, greater or equal to you. Now it prints hello. And now there's no freaking projectile there. So now it's proper. So now it should be going away. Hey everyone, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so the reason why I added this as a setup was so I can do custom destroy conditions. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Doing all right, everyone. Taco projectiles yet? What about burrito projectiles? What's my game about? I'll show you. Right now we're working on a power-up, but effectively it is a 2.5D, like characters all are sprites, roguelike deck builder action RPG. So you can build your own deck of power-ups. You unlock different power-ups, and as you fight bosses, you'll be able to purchase new power-ups. This all stacks. So for example, if I go to him, right, I can get a new weapon. I can unlock a new weapon. And if I want, I can use that weapon with fire aspect. And then my projectiles will start catching enemies on fire. Or enemy kills will increase my damage. And this all works together. Some of them say unstackable because because you can have multiple tiers of the same card. So for example, here in my deck or in my card collection, I have the base rarity and the next rarity up. So tier 1 and tier 2. I can put both of them in my deck. It costs different amounts. So up here, you can see 10 out of 10. That's the cost of these. So if I remove a card, I have 9 out of 10. So for example, the health up, the next level, costs 3 because it is a more powerful version. So that's how I'm able to customize my run. So when I go into the dungeon to do my run, my deck is what I'll be getting power-ups from. So I get to choose what kind of power-ups I get in my run. So now if I go start game, I reload in. I wonder if the lines are here again. That's a bug. So effectively you have a action RPG, and basically the more enemies you kill, right, the more experience you're gonna get, like those orbs. You can see all of them are 2D, but directional sprites. Down below, you'll see a bar here. I gotta fill that up, and when I do, I can go ahead and get a card. So when I get to the first bar, I get a power-up. Now, I have a hotkey to just give me one so you can see what happens. So if I get it, I get one of 3. I get to choose one of 3 of the power-ups from my deck that I get as a choice here. So all 3 of these cards are in my deck. If it's not in my deck, then I don't get it. So you can customize what kind of run you want. So, but you only pick one. So for example, I can get cleave. And so now all my attacks just have more range, as you can see. So it just becomes, you know, a lot easier to hit enemies. Okay. And then there's also, when you get all the way to the end, like to the full amount, then you will be able to fight the boss. And when you beat the boss, you go to the next level. And you continue on. But basically, the aesthetic also is very much a temporary thing because I just used what I got. But yeah, all of the... As you can see, it's very pixelized blood and everything. So that's kind of the idea behind all this. The aesthetic, but I don't want to... This cutout that's happening, I'm thinking I want to change it for something more like Diablo, Path of Exile, you know, that kind of style where you don't need to worry about the camera blocking. So yeah, I got my first like actual thing, and there's the health up that we put in. So I can grab that, and now you can see my health is 150 max. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. And right now I'm working on a power-up because I want to be able to knock back power-ups. So this is like all the power-ups that we have so far. There's 48 or so power-ups, I think. 47, 48, let me see. 46. 46 powers, because we removed 2, that's right. We made them active items instead. You know what they say? Combine common features until the game becomes unique. Yeah. How did you implement the upgrade system? By upgrade system, do you mean like how do I stack the power-ups? Is that what you mean? You gotta have basically a variable that stores your... Yeah. So basically I have some variables that are just stored. So in my case, I just have a map that has a gameplay tag, and then if I go here's my power up. So if it stores the gameplay tag, and then it stores up to 3 variables and whether or not it's enabled or disabled in case I need it. And basically, whenever I get a power up, which is one of these, here I store what my variable 1, variable 2, variable 3 is. If I move myself, you can see all 3. Some of them use more than 1 variable. If I just around here, there you go. So this one uses 1 and 2, and you can see I have it set up where I can just put in variable and variable 2 in the name here. It'll automatically propagate the actual values based on that. That's what these values are for. So for example, right, you can see here it's 25, 25. If I go here to health up and change tier 1 to be, 100, then bam, it's 100. So it's fully modular. I can control where it is, and then all it does is it takes that value that's now been saved on a struct and then passes it along and then basically adds it to wherever I need it to. There are some things that are obviously more custom. For example, I have power-ups, right, that changed my attack. So now I shoot a projectile of this kind. There's also things that just spawn things, basically. So for example, I can do orbiting orbs. So now I have projectiles around me that just move around. Okay. So now I can just do one of these. So like not everything is just a variable change. We could do a fire trail. And as I run around, I spawn fire, right? Which he can walk into and take damage. If I can get him to walk into it. Whatever. But you get the idea, right? Not everything is just a variable change. Which is why I have, this. For the more custom stuff, I need to do different functions. So that's what that is for. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. How long have I been working on the game? In terms of like work time, about 4-ish months. In terms of actual time, over a year. Because I only work on it about like 2 to 3 hours Monday through Friday on streams. Sometimes I do something else on Fridays, like if I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing for Sunday's video or something like that for the YouTube channel. So realistically, in a month, I get about a week's worth of work, if you consider a 40-hour week, roughly. I probably do a little less, honestly, because some days I just do like maybe 30 minutes of work and mostly just chat with people. But yeah. What's my projected release date? Whenever the hell the game is fun enough and good enough to be released. I have no reason to push out a shitty game when it's on my own schedule. You know, this is a hobby. This is not a full-time job where I need to pay the bills with this. So I'd rather make a good game that's fun, that like I would enjoy playing, compared to just, oh yeah, I need to get this out like in 5 months, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, it's definitely a if it's not like, I'm constantly changing things, right? This game used to have a blocking mechanic where you right clicked and you did blocks. Now you do this bigger attack. Now you have a left click attack, right click attack. You also have a hold attack, hold left click attack. You also have on this weapon, right? They all have something. So this shoots a small projectile, large projectile, laser. Laser is not doing damage, is it? Why is laser not doing damage? I'm gonna need to look into the laser. God darn it. But you know, so you know, different attacks have different things. There's also abilities like this that just turn your attacks into multi-directional, just because it's fun. He's a temporary guy. He's like he's just a 2D. But all the main characters are actually adirectional. So if I go with a proper character, like this guy, I was just checking, testing projectiles, which is why I'm using the other one. This one's adirectional, so he rotates in 8 directions. Why am I so fast? Add to the ever-changing bug list. Oh yeah. Self-made. The art, well, this guy isn't, and neither was this guy. This guy's from Epic. He's from Paragon. All the enemies that I'm using are originally full 3D characters. I have a workflow that I take 3D characters with animation, run them through Blender to create adirectional sprites or adirectional renders that go into then a sprite to create flipbooks, and then I get into Unreal to use. It's all temporary for now, because right now I still consider this game a prototype. I don't even consider this early access. So, hey Fubar, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's been great to watch it evolve over time. The mechanics look really fun and really well thought out. Well, thank you. It always used to be this way. What's before alpha? Prototype. I consider this still prototyping because I'm still figuring things out. I consider like alphas and all that, like you already have a direction. This is the game you're making. This is how you're going to be doing it. This is what you're going to be doing, kind of thing. Like you have a direction for sure. I'm still like, this, maybe this, maybe this. You know what? I don't like this. This is not really that fun. Let's change it. Sure. Just ask everyone. You don't need to ask. You just ask. You've seen alpha games, less polished? I mean, yeah. To be fair, it is alpha, right? Alpha is going to be unpolished. Now, when it's in release, that's a different story, right? Yeah, so now our problem with the whole projectile thing should be fixed now. So now, let's turn off the let's turn hidden in-game back on the projectile, because we don't need to see the box. We already know. We fixed that, which is great. What we need to do is now the whole character base, all of this part. This needs to only happen when we have a gameplay tag. So false check. We can even do the. Yeah, let's do this. Check hashtag. Other one. I don't know if this is a big difference, but check hashtag, check if we have reflection projectile. And then we can do, I can just do an and here, or I can do a separate, let's do a separate branch. I really want to clean this up. Okay, I'm in a function. Why am I not using a local variable here? Current head actor. I think originally I didn't need to, and I've just been growing this just further and further. There you go. This is gonna be a lot better. I don't know why I didn't do that before. That's a great question. I also would love to know. Projectile. Okay. Just started learning on real nice. Made some cool projects. Nice. Do you recommend learning animations at least? Animation is extremely difficult. So, at least professionally, people who are professional animators are just that, professional animators. Like to animate characters well, like they're just animators. Like at places like Pixar, you will get like maybe an environment artist who does like creates the models and can texture and can light and stuff like that, but you will not get an animator doing anything except animating. So animation is to do really well is not easy. You could dabble in it. You can like of course, you know, play around with it, figure it out. But just know that it is not going to be like it's going to be one of the more difficult things you will learn. So, do you have a rough type of animation? I'm not an animator. I know, like, I can dabble in animation here and there, but I am not an animator. You know, when I was in high school, I had a major of fine art, and then I went to college doing 3D. I enjoyed it, so I didn't have a problem with it. I watched so many tutorials. My goodness, I love tutorials. It's how I learn. I cannot read documentation to save my life, but if you show me a video, like, I will grasp it, whichever you're showing me, pretty easily, as long as, you know, it's not a terrible tutorial. That's just how I learn. Visual learners unite, yeah. I am definitely a visual learner. I wish I could learn from documentation, but it's so hard for me. I'll read it. It can even include pictures. It's just not enough. Because I think what a video does is it doesn't just tell you to do something. It shows you where it is. And when you're learning things, you need to understand like the full UI or like the different areas things are. And a lot of times a good tutorial will explain why. A documentation is not going to explain why something is the way it is, from my experience. Maybe there's some really good documentation that explains the whys, but a lot of times, like, you get those from like more of the video tutorial ones. I may be biased because I do that in my video tutorials. Which, if you guys don't know, I have a, for those of you on Twitch, I do have PCG tutorials on my channel on YouTube. If you're interested in PCG. Got some other stuff, but mostly PCG. You cannot afford assets? That's fine. You don't need to afford assets. All of the characters you saw, by the way, every single character, 100% of every character in this game, I did not make. Did not make anything. I've made them into sprites, but I didn't make any of them because at the current moment I don't need to make anything custom. Right? For the prototype, I can just use what I have. You know, like these are for free packs. This guy's from Paragon and Epic stuff. And Epic stuff. Alright, this is one from a free pack that I got that you can get as well. That's just free 2D ones. 2 free 2D ones. Alright. So, yeah, don't feel like, oh yeah, you need to... There's like this again from Epic's stuff. From Epic is that guy as well. Like even the bosses. Like if I go here and just bring out one of the bosses. Right. Like that's from Epic. I'm just reusing it. Nothing wrong with that. When you're so early on, for a prototype especially, when you try to figure out your game, just use the free stuff. Nothing wrong with that. You are not a... If the fear is you don't want to be a... what's the term when you reuse assets? Oh man, there was a term for it. I forget the term. Shit. It was the whole point. Flipper. Asset flipper? No. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. It is asset flipper. If you don't want to be called asset flipper, don't worry. Asset flippers just literally take the assets and just put it into the game as is. They don't make it work together. They don't make it look like it should work together. They just take a thing and put it in. That's an asset flipper. It is completely normal to take assets and use them for your environment and use them for your project and use them for your game. Everyone does that. That is a normal thing. Not everyone makes everything from scratch.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I'll continue after the ads. But yeah, you don't need to worry about being an quote-unquote asset flipper. So, or anything like that. Pay for them does not guarantee a return. Yeah, you don't need to pay. Some go with projects that do not need excessive art, but you're a person who finds coping hard. You've taken a course of animation and locomotion systems. Yeah, I'll address it the rest of that after the ads. While ads are going there, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Be right back. Non-sparkling eyes. The statement around useless free assets got bad because of asset flips releasing on Steam. Yeah. But just because you can notice an asset that's been used somewhere else doesn't make the game bad. You know what? If the game is fun, no one's gonna care. Just straight up. If the game is fun, if the person playing it has having fun, they're not gonna look at that house that is, you know, he saw it 20 times in other games and be like, oh no. But address the rest of your stuff ever wanted. Use free stuff. Epic releases free stuff every 2 weeks. Grab it, use it. Like, if I open my library here and I scroll down, this is like all the stuff that I have. The vast majority of this, like over 90%, I did not pay for. Yeah, there's some things I bought, but over 90% of this I did not pay for. And I just have access to it. And most of them are environments and everything like that. So absolutely get free stuff. You know, there's good stuff. Use it. It's kind of, my environments right now in this game are made with that. If you're thinking of doing animation and locomotion, like that's good stuff. That's a good things to do, but think of what you want to accomplish. If you want to be like an animator, basically, you could do that. It's good. Good to know. But if you want to like make a game, remember that that is just one little piece of making a game, right? You can, like, I would, instead of taking a course in animating and locomotion, which is very like focused, I would take a general game dev thing. Then see what you want to do, what you enjoy, and then you can focus more. Or maybe you want to be a jack of all trades and kind of do a general thing. But then you have a general idea, like what is there, what are your options, and then you can go from there. If you really enjoy animation, go animation. What are some good sources of assets? Epic. Just go grab the free for the month stuff on Fab. Like, as much as I still hate Fab, at the very least, here, limited free time. You get a character, you get a whole inventory system, you get an environment, right? You can already like do a lot with just this, right? You can make a nice environment with this. You have a character. You already throw that into your game if you want to have like just a character in your game as like main character type thing. Throw in an inventory system. I heard this one has some issues, that's why it's 3.6 stars. But at least it will get you going and figuring out like what do you want to do and go from there. But there's just a ton of free stuff. And just keep every 2 weeks. Come back here, grab the new free stuff. Grab the new free stuff every 2 weeks. You can also search like for other free things. I actually have a video on a place where to get a bunch of stuff. Where's my channel? Here, use these free resources to jumpstart. Yeah, I have a video on free resources. From 4 months ago. Here. Basically, like here's a controller keys, icons for your game. Polyhaven's a fantastic place for assets and other things. Open game art for sounds. Bunch of music that you can get for free. Kenny, fantastic stuff. A lot of assets and pictures and everything. Yeah. Hey, Rip and Sticks, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Everything about this convo reminds you of music. I mean, I don't know about that one, but I don't. I can barely hear my own music right now. So I just took damage. Oh, is he still doing 4.95 damage? I still need to look at that. So I cannot knock back the attack. But if I give myself Mirror Rocket, I should be able to knock back the projectile. Yeah! And I did damage. Yes, 50% of the damage back to him. Fantastic. If I miss, I miss. Cool. So that works. So we got the attack reflecting. So, but that works only with melee right now. So we would like to work with ranged. With projectiles. So it's not quite finished. But we got a lot of the things there. So I don't need the return projectile one anymore. Get rid of that. So to have this work with a projectile. Oh boy. This needs to character overlap. I need to check the collisions on this. It is blocking character. I need to also overlap projectile. Oh, but will this trigger on itself? Let's find out. I don't want it to trigger again on itself. Why did you shoot up? Why did your projectile shoot up? We still gotta fix that, don't we? Oh, okay. Okay, it works. Hold on, let me see if I can do something about this. Forward vector, normalized 2D vector. Yeah, we need to do this. So this is just gonna make it so it doesn't go up or down. Just kind of what we want. We don't want it going up or down. Oh, that's the slow projectile. Wrong place. Wrong place. It should be. Hold on, I'm setting the velocity here and here. The problem is where then? Is the problem where? Oh, is it because it's spawning angled? It could be because it's spawning angled potentially. But I'm pretty sure yeah, this is 0, 0. Oh, so it shouldn't be like angled down. So how is he shooting it up? How did he shoot it up? What black magic is he doing? This doesn't have anything that makes it shoot up. Nothing on construction. This has speed, max speed, projectile gravity. Gravity 0, so oh, hold on. Turn off gravity. I think the gravity's still affecting those things. Is it still dropping? Should be. Yeah, why is it dropping? We don't want it dropping anymore. Get rid of you. If we can ignore you, set projectile gravity scale. Yep. Get gravity. Okay, so we can ignore you. You're good. Killing you. Ah, okay. Set projectile gravity scale. We don't need to do this. That doesn't. It doesn't answer the question of why is it going a specific direction. Here's what we can do. The arrow. Turn off hidden in game. Let's see this arrow. Oh yeah, that was 100% gravity. Like, okay, what gives? Gravity 0. Gravity, oh, projectile gravity scale 0. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's working correctly. Okay, I need you to shoot in my direction, please. Okay, so it found each other. Okay, good. So now we can continue from here. So on the projectile base, right here. Oh, not this again. Can't delete. Gotta love that bug, Unreal. Such a great bug. There you go. So what we need to do is check that the owning actor, check if they have the what's it called? Reflection projectile tag. Yep. And if they do, then we continue on. So if they do, then we need to basically do the same thing we did here. So can I just copy this and go from there? Yeah, do nothing. That's fine. So yeah, we're checking this. We already got this. This is all taken care of. Then the current hit actor, we can get on you. Because the actor that we hit is that one, or is the overlapped one rather. Then it's going to add it. Now, this one's not doing an array. So we don't actually need to go through this add unique section. We need to check that it is not our own projectile. Instead of self here, it's owning actor. And assuming that the projectile is not the one from us, then we start doing this. And we don't need to do this whole thing. That goes there. So let's just check. I get the projectile info. Yep, that goes through. We don't have AC abilities. We can get that. The AC abilities. Does it matter whose AC abilities? I don't think it does. So get AC abilities. It does matter. It does matter for some things. So we wanted to do it from... Yeah, it is the owning actors one. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, then so be it. I'll fix it later. And then we do the same thing for the rest, and then when it gets destroyed. Okay. So if we give ourselves mirror rocket. Yeah, I need you. I also am doing not full damage. Oh god, what? No, he definitely shot up, didn't he? Okay, what happened? Spending, kill, or garbage. Ah, okay. How? I'm using it. I'm shooting it back. Oh, because here I need to check that I need to do the owner check. The owner check's done here. I mean, that's fine. Like, it wouldn't get past here. What's the problem? Missed. It's fine. Try again. Well, it's not printing because I don't have the tag. I guess that kind of is important. Please. Okay, so it's printing, and it's fine. So that's good. Oh, wait. It's because... Oh, no, the owning actor of this is shooting the projectile. Which should be correct. Here it's the... Yeah, it's owner. If I don't destroy it, is it gonna shoot it back? Or is it just gonna create a copy, I mean? Let's find out. Did I miss? I think I missed. No? Wait, what's going on? Did I not give myself power up? Okay, infinite loop detected. Add a gameplay tag. What? Why are we doing adding a gameplay tag? Okay, something's going on. What's going on here? What is going on here? Yeah, let's see if is the destroying part working? One thing at a time. How are you shooting in the air? My good sir, please stop doing that. Okay, so we can destroy it. I think what's happening is our projectile doesn't get destroyed. But then when we shoot this, it should be our own name basically here. So it shouldn't affect it, but something's going on. I think I missed. Wait, what? Did I not give myself the... I could have sworn I got myself the tag. Did I not? Come on. No, shoot me. So I don't even see... It's not valid. I didn't kill... Why is it triggering so much? Okay. For once, I will use a break, an actual break here. Let's see what happens. I never use this thing, but I think finally we found a use case for it. Potentially. But find out. Okay. Unknown. Here it's player, but here it's unknown. Is it failing to get the projectile info? Hold on. Is valid. Because that would explain some things. True. No, it's true. It's valid. So then why did it not even get the information So then what was the problem? Why did it not get the information even when I did the other thing? BP mushroom. So it works. It is getting the right information. So what's the problem? Why is this different? Why does this not want to behave? Probably not going to see anything. Actually, I will because I don't need the tag for this. Right, so it finds the two guys. It's correct, and the projectiles. It's getting the correct projectile. All of that checks out. What if then I mean, this will break things if there's multiple, but I just want to see what happens. We can't do a delay until next tick in reality, but I just want to see if that is the problem or related to any problem. Come on. You can do it. You can attack. Please attack. Please. Infinite loot detected. Get card power values. It's.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
It has to be creating something that it's immediately tracing on. That's basically what's happening. What's happening is has to be that this somehow is doing that. I wonder what will happen if we try to destroy also the projectile that hit it. Like we destroyed itself. So maybe you can reflect projectile, but your own projectile will get destroyed. It's not nearly as cool, but I just want to see if this will work. So I don't want this in the end, but at least it would help narrow things down, potentially. I think it's maybe the only other thing I can think of is it's triggering multiple times. Somehow, like in a single frame. But it's on begin overlap, but it's on a continuous overlap, so I don't think that is the case. That is why. Attempt to access projectile via property. It's not valid. How is it not able to do destroy actor? Okay, if I just detach that entirely then. Screw it, let's detach it entirely. Well, then it complains I get car power values, which is one of those things that shouldn't matter because it's not doing that. It's not using it. I mean, it is using it, but it's not. Hold on. Owning actors pass through. Like, it has the reference for it. What reason could this have? I turn off reflect projectile just to see if it's the same projectile. Is it gonna work? Did I not hit it? Like, it looked like I went through it. Excuse me? Excuse me? So is nothing happening? It's not spawning anything, and it's... Where are you? No. You please. Well, shoot me. Don't shoot the air. Okay, so it's prints hello. So it's just not spawning things. Well, it's not. I'm not putting in here. Store projectile. Is it not returning a store projectile? Is... Because that can't be right, because then it wouldn't be complaining. I will get to the bottom of this mystery, damn it. It will be figured out. No, it is getting the right projectile. Okay. What if I got the information and then I destroyed the actor and then I spawned this? Because maybe that's why it's happening. The new projectile immediately overlaps itself, and then this is what's happening. Because I can understand that. Oh. What's going on there? Don't access. Okay. No. Hold on. So fine. You know what we can do then? Here. Promote this to a variable. We just store this. We store all of this. It's going to be deflection damage. Reflection projectile should be fine. So then we don't need this. We just tell it to get destroyed, and then here, plug you in and you in. So we destroy it first, then we spawn it. It does make sense. If this works, it makes sense, which is important. Please attack, though. What is your chance to attack? Why is it not shooting anything? Attempted to access. Why is it attempting to access it? Hold on. What is it still doing? Oh, here. Okay. We can store some more things. Store some more things. It's fine. It's fine. We store more things. Are you saying it's 50% chance of it working or not? Is that what you're getting at? Is that what the 50% is reference to? Promote this to, I wish I could make these oh, you know what? None of this requires any what's it called? Any delays. So we can make it a function. What is your attack percentage? Oh. I mean, yeah, he either hits or he either attacks or he doesn't. I get it. Unfortunately, he's failing the 50-50. Okay, promote this to a local variable. This is going to be . Local actor. And now this is going to be a lot easier because we can just use the local actor here for you two. And then yet other actor is the one getting destroyed. We can remove you. We can do this on the local actor. We can do it on either one, I guess. Don't need this then. Don't need that. These two can go away because they're going to be local. All right. So that all should work now. So then we're going to destroy it, and then based on the safe variable information, spawn the next one, which hopefully is going to resolve all of our problems. If it doesn't, I will cry on the inside. Just we're all prepared. Yeah. Just gonna cry on the inside if it doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Something happened. Why did it have to lag when he attacked? He doesn't attack enough. Don't lag now. Okay. It's no longer like freaking out entirely. How is this complaining still, though? I'm not destroying... How is it complaining about this? How is it complaining? I don't understand how it can be complaining. Because this should, if I do a print string here, should return me. Should return the player. It's no longer just outright closing, which is, you know, an improvement. I will say, it's definitely an improvement. See, it is me. I am the one shooting this. Via property local actor, but is not val. Oh, I see. So local actor doesn't work either because we're destroying it and it's an object reference and the object's being destroyed. Okay, we cannot do local actor. Fine. fine. I can work around that. So we don't need the local actor then. Fine. What we do need is this. Get other actor. We're going to just make these local variables. Return forward vector. And return start location. Yep. Fine, fine. Just do one of these. Return forward vector. Return starting location. Okay. Now we've saved everything. It is no longer using any semblance of anything that hasn't been saved to a variable. Okay? Has no reference to the original actor. Can we just be happy now, please? Before I start crying. Outward this time. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh, did you see that? Oh, do it again, do it again. Well, then, shoot at me, shoot me. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Yay! It works. I don't have to cry outwards. Oh, what a joyous day. And I think it's pretty cool. Like, just having a projectile and having an attack just outright bounce a projectile back is, I think, awesome. I don't know. There's still things I need to fix up, obviously. Him shooting somehow in the air or something? I don't know what's going on with that. That one I'm unsure about. But otherwise... Or maybe he's not shooting in the air, maybe he's just shooting in the direction I don't want it. And it's hard to tell. Yeah, we still got to figure out why the attack isn't full. Is it a full attack if I did a regular attack here? No, there's something in the damage calculations that's just causing issues. But that's fine. That's, you know, that's a problem for another day. That's a problem for another day. That's awesome. I'm very I'm glad that got solved. I think it's probably in the more damage front is my guess. Yes, it's the more damage front. Somewhere here it's doing subtracting damage for some reason when it's not supposed to. -0. Why does this have -0? What was the point of this node? That? Can I quickly find it? Probably not. Nope. It's probably one of these. Okay, apparently it needed this -0 for whatever reason. Let's just not question it. Yeah, so it's something to do here. Something to do here. I doubt I'll be able to find what it is right away. I shouldn't have any of these tags. Really odd. Okay, well, that's for tomorrow. That's fine with me. That's for tomorrow. We got it working, though. I am glad. I'm glad on that. So, tomorrow we fix up the rest of the projectile stuff, and then we continue on. Moving forward, improving power-ups. Or by saying improving power-ups, I really mean fixing power-ups. Because this one was just not working at all, because obviously we removed block. So, makes sense. Fixing the power-ups, finally get to the new one that we were adding, and then we need to add 2 more power-ups, then we could do the boss, and then we could do more bug fixes. Just general bug fixes and gameplay stuff. That's the plan. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific for some more fun and games. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.